Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Kemal AA and this is another Chelsea transfer news video for you guys, where I'll keep you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea news in the past 24 hours and some big reports. Yesterday was a massive video regarding the Frank Lampard situation, regarding the managerial situation, and there are some contradicting reports today from Matt Law, The Independent, The Athletic, Fabrizio Romano, various other reporters as well that I'll be delving into their articles, their reports, giving you guys the latest detail regarding the situation. And as you know, we had crisis talk yesterday evening, last night, early afternoon we had meetings about the situation, and we know the situation is clearly not good enough. We are 9th in the table, 9 points adrift of top 4. We need to secure Champions League football, but it does look like the Chelsea will be keeping Frank Lampard for now. But it's don't be too disappointed if you are Lampard. It's more of a case of they're keeping him now because they haven't decided who they want to replace him with. There are many options, and I'll be giving you guys the full detail. I'll be giving you guys all the current options right now. But at this moment in time, Lampard is running out of time, but he will be in charge for the Luton game this weekend in our FA Cup game. Now, starting off with what Jacob Steinberg said. Jacob Steinberg is closely tied with Fabrizio Romano. He writes for The Guardian. He stated that Frank Lampard is running out of time to save his job after Chelsea's defeat by Leicester City prompted the board to start identifying possible replacements for their current manager. Then they've stated that Chelsea prefer not to appoint an interim manager mid-season, potentially giving Frank Lampard even more time to try and turn around the situation. And as I stressed, that's the main reason, because we haven't identified a first choice replacement. Now, I'm about to give you guys the full detail. I'm going to give you guys the full options that board are considering at this moment in time after doing research, etc. This is the first option. The club want to give Frank Lampard time. They've acknowledged that it's not going to work with Frank Lampard, that he is not the long-term solution. However, because of his status as an icon, because he's a legend, he wants to appease the fans, the board, and they don't want to anger fans. They want to give him time because, of course, Frank Lampard is a good character. He's a legend of the club, and they want to give him time. However, they understand that he's not a long-term solution. They want to try and see if he can improve results, turn around the situation, and get to the end of the season. And then hire Julian Nagelsmann as their long-term future, as their long-term replacement. That is the number one choice Frank Lampard wants. As The Independent has reported, Julian Nagelsmann is Roman Abramovich's first choice. He is the Chelsea hierarchy's first choice. They want to hire Julian Nagelsmann for the long-term future because of that German connection, as I stressed from the Athletic report in yesterday's News Daily video. They want to see if they can get Julian Nagelsmann in the summer. Now, alternatively, the reason why they want to wait until the summer is because, as I stress, you cannot hire Julian Nagelsmann right now, mid-season, because of the scenario. He currently has a club. He's contracted to RB Leipzig. He won't leave there. He's currently working on a project. RB Leipzig won't let him go. You'll have to negotiate directly. You have to persuade him. There's so many complications with the Julian Nagelsmann situation, and therefore they would have to wait until the end of the season. Now, this is slightly different to the Thomas Tuchel situation, as I stress. Thomas Tuchel is the second choice according to The Independent and Matt Law. Chelsea have been warned off Thomas Tuchel in 2017 because of his political issues, because of his situation with clashing with boards in the past with Dortmund and PSG, respectively. However, they may be tempted this time because his representatives are really pushing for the Chelsea job. Thomas Tuchel wants the job. He really wants this job. He's pushing his agents and reps to, essentially get him his job. And Chelsea are tempted because, of course, he plays attacking football. He's got fantastic pedigree. He's got a really good CV. He's done it all across Europe. He's acquired silverware. He is a top world-class manager. However, because of his negatives, there are quite a few negatives. They are kind of warned off. But he is second choice. He's definitely on the list for changes in with the managerial situation. But Julian Nagelsmann is the current one. And as Matt Law has stressed as well, Julian Nagelsmann is Chelsea's top targets if Lampard went. However, it's unlikely the German would leave RB Leipzig before the summer, as I've just stated. Now, that is the first choice. Hope that Frank Lampard can turn things around until the end of the season, secure his top 4, and then Nagelsmann comes in summer for the long-term replacement. That is what the Chelsea hierarchy want. However, this is option 2. If things continue to decline and top 4 looks extremely unlikely and we carry on this rut and we lose the next 2-3 games, Frank Lampard will be sacked with immediate effect. And the second option could be, as The Athletic reported, is that we could hire Ralf Rangnick, which is the director of RB Leipzig, as an interim manager until the end of the season to implement that German philosophy, that gegenpressing style of football, counter-pressing style of football, implement and get Werner Havertz firing, get the attacking moving in shape and moving the ball quickly and implementing their style of play. ready for when Nagelsmann comes in summer to really implement his philosophy and carry that torch forward into the next 4 or 5 years, whatever, as a long-term project. That is a second option. Now, option number 3. This option number 3 is if things continue to decline as they are right now, Frank Lampard will be sacked with immediate effect in the next 2-3 games, and then we will hire a proper replacement right now, whether that is Max Allegri or Thomas Tuchel. Now, the thing with Max Allegri is apparently he is not on the list. Chelsea do not want to hire Max Allegri because of his defensive style of football and the fact that he's been out of football for so long. Chelsea are completely against Max Allegri and he's not on the list. If we are going to sack Frank Lampard now and we want a direct replacement, Thomas Tuchel is the most likely one because it's the easiest one to get done. He's a free agent, he hasn't got a club, he's desperate for the job. He's German, so of course they're looking for a German-speaking coach to get the best out of Werner and Havertz. He is the ideal replacement for Frank Lampard, and as I stress, he's my first choice, but I'd also be very open for Julian Nagelsmann to come and take over at Chelsea. Now, that is the current situation. As I stress, Frank Lampard is fighting for his job. He is running out of time desperately. He's fighting to hold on to his Chelsea job as owner Roman Abramovich considers how long he will have to try and turn around the slumping form that has seen his team beaten 5 times in 8 Premier League games. That form is unacceptable, and that is simply relegation form. For the stature of Chelsea, the calibre of the club that we are, the investment that we piled in, the financial backing and support that Frank Lampard has received, this is simply unacceptable. And so that's why he is in this situation. That's why he's under so much scrutiny and why he could potentially be sacked. But that is the latest update. Those are the 3 possible scenarios that can happen. We either sack him now and we get a direct replacement in Thomas Tuchel. We either hope that he turns things around until the end of the season, we hire Julian Nagelsmann. Or, again, if things go completely south and it declines rapidly, we sack him now, bring in Ralph Rangnick until the end of the season, and then hire Julian. But what's definite for sure is that Chelsea want Julian Nagelsmann as their first choice and Thomas Tuchel is second choice. Now, moving on to other piece of news, moving away from the managerial situation for once, and that is outgoings. That is Fikayo Tomori. A few days ago on Transfer Daily, I spoke to you guys that he will be completing his move to AC Milan very soon on a 6-month loan with a potential option to buy of €30 million, which equates to about £26.7 million. It has been reported that Fikayo Tomori's loan move to AC Milan has been slightly delayed. The transfer is not at risk, and Tomori could undergo his medical test on Friday morning. So as I record this video, it is Thursday, so in the next 24 hours or so, hopefully Fikayo Tomori will be conducting his medical, and then he could be announced as an AC Milan player in the next 2 or 3 days. Hopefully by this week, but potentially by Monday morning next week, he could be unveiled as an AC Milan player holding up that shirt. And listen, all the best to him, good luck to him. I think that he is a better player than Rudiger, and I think that Rudiger's played against Fulham and Leicester. I think that Tomori could have easily played against them too, and he would have given us all for Frank Lampard. Unfortunately, we don't know what's happened behind the scenes. Maybe it's due to his lack of discipline, maybe he's not been training hard enough, maybe he doesn't suit Lampard's style of play. However, things have gone wrong for sure, and he needs to get the game time because he's a young prospect. He needs to develop into a top quality player, and I think AC Milan is a good move because, as I said, they are top of Serie A. They're looking to win the Scudetto for the first time in many, many years. He could be winning the Serie A by the end of the season. So it's massive for him. Playing alongside Alessio Romagnoli, a world-class centre-back, as a captain, loads of experience. Tomori will learn a lot. And listen, if he plays well on AC Milan, buy him on a permanent option, good luck to him. Good luck to him. It benefits Chelsea in some way because we will be receiving €30 million, which will be going straight into our transfer budget so we can reinvest back in the squad. But listen, good luck to Fikayo Tomori. I wish him all the best on his journey in Italy, and let's hope that he performs. But that is Chelsea transfer news review for you guys. If you did enjoy this, do smash like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys all for my next video. Peace.